Hey guys, what's up? I am looking more and more like a homeless person. I didn't I have not even looked in the mirror today. I mean, I just did, to make sure I didn't have any like eye boogers or anything. But okay, so I had some funky dreams last night. Not funky, but like just really interesting. Like I dreamed that my mom had a tiger or something. We were in this like kind of majestic but like mysterious place, and I don't know what was going on. I think I'm like 98% sure that at some point I was fighting robots, and my mom was in the dream. I remember that, and she had a tiger or something, but the tiger was missing a paw. It was its left paw on the front, and it was like sad, kind of. But like I remember the dream kind of changed a few times. Like there was like the robots part, I guess, and then there was like talking with my mom, and somehow the tiger at some point became like two tigers, I guess, and one of them was like headless, sort of, and I feel like one of them was like just the head and the front arms or legs or whatever you want to call them with the missing paw. And it was just sad to me. I remember having this sad feeling like, poor tiger, But then I woke up before my alarm went off. I was supposed to go to work today, but I got up before my alarm went off. And I was laying in bed kind of fantasizing about calling out because I really didn't feel like going to work today. But then I got ready, I walked the dogs, I went to drive to work, right? And it's been snowing. Like it's like early February. I don't know what day it is. But I start like the other day I tried to drive to the store and it had snowed, but I was like, I've driven in the snow before, it'll be fine. And I started like skidding out on the road and swerving all over the place because my car, I have a Ford Explorer, but something happened to the drive shaft or something, and it was making all these clanking noises when I was driving, and it was freaking me out. So I took it to the mechanic, and the mechanic was like, I just took the drive shaft out, you don't really need it, like you can drive without it. It just had it just had stuff to do with the four-wheel drive. So now the four-wheel drive won't work, but it should run still and take you wherever you need to go. But we've had a bunch of snow, and I've noticed that like without the four-wheel drive, this car just does not want to do mud or snow or anything slick or anything. Like it just won't do it. It'll get stuck. And so I straight up just turned around and came home. But this morning I went and I got all the way down my road, which is like a long gravel road, and there were some snowy patches. But there's this crazy like mountain road after my road, and there's like a cliff on one side, and it's all downhill, and it's scary when it's not snowy, So I was like, I'm gonna try it, but if I see anything shady like ice or patches of snow that I'm not quite sure about, I'm just turning around because I'm not about to be swerving all around on a road at the edge of a cliff. So I got pretty far down, and then there was this one turn where I guess the sun just didn't hit it for the past couple of days, and it was like gray and with patches of snow and stuff. And I was like, if I try to go down there and then try to come back up and I can't get back up, I'm going to have to walk all the way home. And I'm going to have to come get my car whenever it is that the snow unfreezes or whatever, or, thaws out. And I'm not going to have a car for days. And I really needed to get gasoline for the generator today because I was completely out. And, when you're off grid and you run out of something you really need, um, it's bad news. So, I texted my work and I was like, guys, I can't get there today. Um, which I was kind of relieved about because, like I said, I really didn't feel like going today. But at the same time, like, I don't want to be the guy that doesn't show up, Like, I don't want to be the guy that lets everybody down or anything. But sometimes that's just how it goes, I guess. Like, I don't want it to come back and bite me either, Like, I don't want people getting mad at me for not showing up or anything. But, like, dude, if I can't get there, I could have risked it. But, like, even if they were to, like, get mad about it and be like, you should have came in today or whatever, if I did risk it and something happened to the car or something, I would be so screwed it wouldn't even be funny because I don't have like a backup car or anything right now. So it seems like because I'm 35, like I've known a lot of women in my life, and it seems like some women will like talk about other women, like their body odor or like something physical about them that's like unattractive or something when they're not around, like to other people. And it's weird to me because like dudes don't seem to do that. Like I don't think I've ever been in a group of dudes having a conversation and somebody is just like, you know, says something like, what's the word? Starts talking about something unattractive about another dude that's not there to defend themselves. You know what I mean? Like I was hanging out with a group of friends one time, and I had these two female friends. Like we were all grown, and but one of them wasn't there, and I forget what we were talking about, but our other friend who wasn't there came up in conversation, and the female friend who was there started talking about how our other friend, she was saying that like her vagina stank or something at one point, like, and it like it seems like such a strange thing to say to a bunch of people in a group when the other person isn't there to defend themselves. Like, I mean, I can't imagine her saying that while she was there because that would be like horribly embarrassing for her. But like it was kind of horribly embarrassing with her not there for her. You know what I mean? And I it seemed at the time, it seemed like, now, obviously, like, I don't know what was going on. I was kind of lost, to be real, at, like, why is this happening? But it seemed to me to be, like, almost like social warfare or something, but, like, subtle, like, I'm gonna say something unattractive about this person for whatever reason to, like, like bring down her social status or something. And it, to me, like something like that is kind of like sneaky and underhanded and gross. But like, and like usually it doesn't even matter all that much. Like I think that I don't want to like overgeneralize or anything, but I think that a lot of times like societal pressure is so heavy, and I think that a lot of women get kind of like, what's the word, um self-conscious about body odor and like uh what their face looks like without makeup, or whether or not they've shaved recently or whatever. It's very real. I don't think it's that big of a deal, really, almost ever. Like I've had girlfriends and stuff, and like I know that y'all grow leg hair and you you know armpit hair and pubic hair and all that, and I like, you are an adult primate. Like you're going to have body hair. It's fine. And you're going to have body odor, but like it's almost never that big of a deal. Like I don't even mind it. But and like to be like, I know that like sometimes body odor can get like intense, with certain people and their hormones or whatever. Like I was hanging out with this one dude who literally I thought he shit himself. Like he smelled like shit. But I wouldn't like go and tell, like, be in a group of friends having a conversation, and he comes up in conversation and I bring up, yeah, I was hanging out with that dude one time and he smelled like straight up shit. Because like he's a nice dude. Like he's never been anything but nice to me. And he doesn't always smell like shit. It was just that one day, like he just really needed a shower. And I mean, like I know that like vaginas have a smell, sometimes it's like it's literally an entrance into a body. Like it's going to smell like something. But it's not that big of a deal. And if it is, it's probably something medical, like that you need to get checked out. But that's not a reflection on you as a person. That doesn't make you gross. It just means you need to see a doctor. So what do you guys think? Like, is it like social warfare? Is it like that? I mean, like if you're a woman and you're watching this video, like, do you know women who have done that? Have you done that? And like, why? Like, I mean, I'm not judging. I don't know about like your social circle and the dynamics of, what's going on, but is it like a is it like a like social warfare to like make another woman less attractive to like potential partners, or is it like I'm trying to think of like what this would be like evolutionarily. Like I don't know if it's a evolution thing or if it's like a like a cultural thing. It's like I've never been in another culture. Like I've always been in. Well, that's kind of a fib. I I used to live in Florida, which is kind of a different culture than where I live now in Tennessee. It's I've noticed some like pretty interesting differences in the culture, but that's like beside the point though. I don't know if it's like a cultural thing or if it's like a evolutionary thing. Like, do you think that it's like tied into how we evolved and like tribal social structures or whatever? Is it like women trying to like gain social status or like regulate competition, or like is it like a self-defense mechanism? I'm confused. I honestly think a lot of times that like the differences between men and women are kind of overstated. Like I don't think that we're that different really. I mean, like obviously there's physical differences. Like I have tons of facial hair because I haven't trimmed it or anything in a bit. And like our body hair patterns are different, and like obviously y'all have boobs and we don't, and y'all have vaginas and we have penises and balls and all that. But and we're like shaped different, you know, like y'all tend to have like wider hips and we tend to be like a little bit bigger and have different like muscle densities or whatever. But all that depends on like it's different from individual to individual too. So I think it's overstated a lot. I don't think, I mean, there are definitely differences between men and women, but I don't think I've ever been in a group with guys where a guy did that. Like sometimes they'll be like, "Oh yeah, Bob's farts stink really bad," but it's never like they're not put they're not putting this hypothetical person Bob down or anything. It's not to make us dislike Bob or think he's gross. It's just like it's usually for humor, you know. And you know, like womanese, like how women kind of like sometimes you guys will like say something in subtext, like you speak in subtext a lot. I've noticed, and it's not just women. Like some guys do this too, and it took me forever to like figure this out because I just I don't speak in subtext. That's like an extra step in my brain to like figure out what you mean by what you're saying, and then like talking in subtext is even harder for me a lot of the time. But it seems like a lot of guys don't really do that either in like a male social group. Like if I'm at work with a bunch of guys and it's like a hard job where there's not hardly any women at all or any at all, there's a little bit of subtext, like, but it's usually like, and it does seem like it's some of it is like subtle social warfare where like they're trying to up their social status or like lower your social status. Like it kind of gets on my nerves sometimes when people at work call me buddy. Like I'm like 98% sure that this dude called me little buddy the other day at work, and I don't even care. It's just like dude, why? Like it doesn't bother me. It used to bother me more, but I'm kind of at the point in my life where like I don't really care to compete with you over social status. Like I've got enough in my life to worry about without dealing with where you want me to be in the pecking order. You know what I mean? And usually like people kind of like me. Like I'm not gonna get kicked out of the group because you know, and and to be real, like this guy, I have nothing against this guy. Like he was a cool dude and everything, but like I I don't see how he would feel threatened by me, and I did not feel threatened by him in the pecking order. So I don't I didn't get it. But like with women though, like I've noticed it more than once. Like women when another woman's not there trying to make her sound gross or trying to make her seem gross in some way. What do you guys think that's about? Um, like and subscribe, I guess, if you want to help the channel and help me get monetized so I can make some extra money. And have a great day, and I will see you guys later. Bye.